participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Before you start blowing and raking leaves this season, make sure you know where they go. Yard waste is not garbage, especially in Lincoln, where it's converted into earth fuel compost. All grass clippings and leaves must be separated from household trash from April 1st until November 30th each year. It's the law. Yard waste belongs in a paper lawn bag, or you may request a bin from your trash hauler who will pick it up for a small fee. Remember, no trash or branches are allowed in yard waste. Get the details at lincoln.ne.gov/recycle.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade and approved credit. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
Hey guys, it's Nick. You know how much I love beer, and this game day, show your Husker pride with Dear Old Nebraska Brew, the official beer of the Nebraska Alumni Association. Brewed by Nebraska fans for Nebraska fans, Dear Old Nebraska Brew is your go-to for every kickoff, touchdown, and celebration. Whether it's tailgating, watching the game at home, or gathering with friends, this beer is there to bring that perfect game day refreshment. Dear Old Nebraska Brew embodies the spirit of Nebraska with every sip. So crack one open and let the good times roll. Dear Old Nebraska Brew, the official beer of Nebraska alumni. Please drink responsibly.
Davis Plumbing is a locally owned company specializing in a wide range of plumbing services for both commercial and residential customers. Davis Plumbing has been in business for over 15 years and has a team of experienced plumbers ready to help you with any project, big or small. Customer satisfaction and peace of mind is their number one priority. So for any commercial or residential project, give Davis Plumbing a call today at 402-525-6922. Davis Plumbing, locally owned and operated for over 15 years.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop! Woohoo!
Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio, this is Choppin' It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, introducing you to some of the best local restaurants across Lincoln. Powered by Nebraska Knockerball, HealthLink, and Coalition Restoration. Here's your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd.
What's happening, diggets and diggeteers? Welcome to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, on 93.7 The Ticket. Text in the show at Sartor Heyman Jewelers text line at 402-464-5685 and a live video stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo Cable Channel 961. Our first segment is sponsored by Nebraska Knockerball. Nebraska Knockerball LLC is the premier party destination that specializes in hosting a variety of fun, engaging events. Whether you're planning a birthday party, a corporate team outing, or a company team bonding event, Nebraska Knockerball provides a unique and entertaining atmosphere. With a focus on fun and teamwork, they create memorable experiences for groups of all sizes. Unleash your inner warrior and let the good times roll at Nebraska Knockerball. Check out www.nebraskanockerball.com or give them a call at 402-460-8724 to find out more information. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Chubb, and we got a special guest in the house. This is a good friend of mine. He's an award-winning chef. Dude knows his stuff. I met him about a year and a half ago, and he has taught me a lot about this business, and we are going to discuss the restaurant culture today. Kyle, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
How you been?
Happy to be here.
Good deal. How you been, bro?
Very good. Busy.
Good deal. And man, I like to start the show off by letting the listeners learn a little bit about you. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Name is Kyle Lamb from Lincoln, Nebraska. I am the culinary director and executive chef at Hillcrest Country Club here in Lincoln. Born and raised here, moved away, back in like 2006, went down and started working in the restaurant business and found myself working in some of the best restaurants in the country and decided to come back in around 2013 and been doing it here ever since.
So what sparked your interest in food? Has it been something that's always been a passion, something you always wanted to do, or you just stumble across it? Or
no, I think that was kind of ingrained in me by my grandma, both my grandparents, on my grandmothers. But it was always, everything was always centralized around the kitchen, right? Everybody's like moving in and out of the kitchen, and I just found myself drawn to that in a way. And we always had gardens and fresh vegetables growing up, and like just the smells that would come out of the kitchen. And I don't know, that kind of has always stuck with me.
I never understood it, but it seems like it's just something that's in every culture of life. You can have a party and have a 50-room mansion, but everybody wants to be up.
Everybody's in the kitchen, right?
And I don't mind it until it starts getting too packed. And you're a chef yourself, so I gotta have elbow spin room. I might be carrying something hot and I need to turn around without bumping into somebody. So I know some people think I'm mean or whatever, but I was like, dude, all the rooms in the house, go hang out in there and stuff. Let me have my space. Do you ever feel that way?
Yeah, sometimes. I like to have my kitchen at Hillcrest be very welcoming to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That culture of the dictator chef, that's gone, right? You have to be welcoming to everybody that comes in and out, whether they're a dishwasher, somebody bussing tables. They're all helping a common goal, right? And I like to have that feeling in the kitchen where everybody's vibing together, everybody's on the same page, everybody's working towards the same goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that helps out in the end product, in the end guest experience, right? So everybody can feel that love, everybody can feel a positivity around you, and that starts with the kitchen, the heart of the house. I feel like that is overlooked in a lot of ways these days, and I think a lot of people need to take a focus on that in itself.
So you're the executive chef, so you go in there and you plan like meals a week in advance, month? Like, how do you go about doing that, or is it something they tell you they want?
I take a lot of input from what our membership wants, what I want to do, and ultimately I get a lot of feedback from our staff on what they think would work well, what they think our membership would like, and that really resonates when when we're deciding on what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and we change things up pretty often, and that's been really well received, and it keeps people kind of interested in what's going to be next, what kind of flavors are coming next. We have our standard menu, and that'll be rotating pretty often throughout the year, and then we do bi-weekly features, just whatever I want to do. And some people have input, and that's great. but it's what I want to do and what's going to get my kitchen staff motivated to keep a creative mindset going.
Now, how many employees do you oversee? You got to, I mean, I'm sure it's because you work at Hillcrest Country Club. So
That's correct.
I'm sure that you guys got quite a few.
Shoot, I think I have 14.
Gee whiz, that's a lot.
14 employees in the kitchen, and about 50 overall restaurant employees.
Okay, that's a lot, man.
It is.
When you
It's
get your hands full.
it's a big operation. There's a lot of moving pieces, but I mean the property is absolutely beautiful, and it takes a lot of hands to make things work in the way that they should.
And with the holidays coming up, are you guys open on like those major holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas?
Yes, yeah, we'll do a pretty large Thanksgiving buffet. We'll be closed on Christmas, but Christmas Eve could be a pretty big night also.
Right. Or I mean, some places always like would celebrate if they're going to be closed like a week before.
Right.
or
No,
something and have
we try to
it
be
is.
open as much as possible.
Right on, man. Well, let's get into the culture. If you want to explain to our listeners exactly what that is.
Yeah, you bet. The reason we were kind of alluding to that earlier was, restaurants these days, I think, have gotten away from or need to shift into a different mindset of culture and what that means from ownership down to your line level staff, right?
Mhm.
It starts with, a owner wants to make money, right? That has to be the end goal, the bottom line.
Correct.
But how do you do that? How do you get that product out into people's hands the most efficient, effective way, day in and day out, right? It's your employees. Your employees are your number one asset, right? And how you get your employees these days to understand what the vision of the business is has changed. Where 10, 15 years ago, the years of Hell's Kitchen and Gordon Ramsay and throwing pots and pans and all that,
Yeah.
it doesn't happen anymore.
Mhm.
Can't. We are in a different society, and you have to understand who your employees are and where they're coming from and what their backgrounds are and what their professional goals are, right?
Yeah.
And to understand that, you have to understand your employees.
Mhm.
You have to understand them from where they're from, what their interests are, what schools they go to, what their background is, and you have to care.
Yeah.
You have to care about your employees, number one.
And I get that being an employer myself, but I find it that people nowadays, they just seem like they don't want to work. They want the big paycheck, but they want to do the bare minimum. So when I'm around, it seems like things get done, but the minute I walk out that door, it's like it stops.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's my business, and I
Right.
think people don't care or whatever. It's not mine. But I mean, the way I look at it is, we're a team, and if you help me grow, you're going to the top with me. And I stand on business when I say that. Like, you help me, we're going to the top, and I'm trying to help you. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're
But
100% right.
a lot of people, like I said, they just want to hurry up, get in, and get out and do their own thing, and they don't. It's not there. So there's not a. I
So
don't know.
that's a great point. And from where I come from in the restaurant industry, it was, when I started cooking, you wanted to work for the best chefs.
Mhm.
That's how you made yourself known. You work for this person in this city in this restaurant. Then you want to move on and you want to work for this person in this city in this restaurant, and that's your resume.
Mhm.
No matter what you're getting paid, no matter how many hours, no matter how long your day is, no matter how hot the kitchen is, that's your pedigree now,
Mhm.
right? So if you're working at a Michelin 3-star restaurant, or you're working at, the best chef in the country, I've done it, right? And
Yeah.
that's what kept me moving forward. That's what got me to a point where there's like, oh, that's Kyle. Like,
Mhm.
he knows what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there is that drive anymore.
Mhm.
it is so fun. Like money is the ultimate drive now.
Yeah.
And we want these up and coming culinary professionals to, number one, be successful. Number two, care about the craft of cooking and how important it is to be able to feed people and what that looks like on a day in and day out. And number three, you have to understand, like, there is going to be money in this industry. There is a restaurant shift, and it's been happening. And COVID didn't help things out. We see all these restaurants shift their business models and everything, and we've lost sight of the people that are doing it day in and day out on an independent business like yourself, right?
Yeah.
And we need to understand that focus is going to, we're losing focus on that, on the mom and pops. You see, Omaha's losing a lot of restaurants, a lot of closures. We see it around Lincoln also. And that's terrible. What's making it is the big ones, your corporate stores and stuff like that. They're always busy.
And they are, and my opinion only, but their food is good, but it's not like your small mom and pop store, because they got to get out so much food. So it's just a lot of that stuff's already pre-made. You come into my spot, everything is made in-house,
right?
Like homemade. And that's why I call it soul food, because I cook from everything in me. And we was going back to talking about employees. And again, this is my opinion only, and this is me, call me wrong if you will, but you're an award-winning chef.
Right.
I don't have no awards, but if I came to work under you, in my mind, I'm going to try to outdo you, because you may not notice my efforts and my hard work.
Yeah.
But somebody else in there might be like, hey, I see what's going on. I got a homeboy that owns a restaurant over here. And then I might be the executive chef at that place.
That's what I want. Right.
So yeah,
that's what you want. You want somebody to come in and learn from you and move on and be better than you. That's the ultimate goal. That means that you've done your job to a point where somebody has learned something from you and can use what you've taught them and be successful down the road.
So I've had some really good employees that kick butt, and I'm gonna say this out there, and I hope you're listening. But my son-in-law Adrian, Adrian.
Oh yeah,
Adrian. He's a natural, so he's got that gift in the front where he can get along with the customers. He could sell you on a product, and then if he has to cook, he's up there with me. He can cook that product.
Heck yeah.
But he's still young at heart, and he still wants to be able to go out and do his thing, and he don't understand, like sometimes as cooks and people in charge, we may not ever get a lunch. There's times where I don't ever get to eat,
right?
And I'm sure you know that too. But he wants to take his lunch and he wants to leave. So if he has to lock the door, he'll lock the door. And I was like, you can't do that and stuff. And so I want them to get that. I'm not trying to use people or whatever, but we got to work hard, and together we can go to the top, and that's where we'll both stay.
Yeah, I think that has to be. You just have to be very transparent with everybody on what the expectations are day one. I remember I walked in the kitchen for the first time at Hillcrest, and you feel things out, but everybody knew, like, that's the guy. That's that guy. We're gonna listen to what he says. You may agree with it, you may not agree with it, but what we've done in 6 months there has been pretty remarkable.
Has it been 6 months already?
6 months.
It does not seem like it, man. It doesn't seem like it.
It seems a bit longer to me.
Well, yeah, man. I remember when you first walked into the store, and I said it when I first opened up. But I want to say thank you again, because you came in there and taught me a lot. Like, let me see your kitchen or whatever, and just show me like different products where I was paying way more for this product because of a name, but then I got this name that was a way better product,
right,
for a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
whatever. And I thank you for that, because a lot of people, they just want that money or whatever. And like I said, it was pickles.
It was pickles.
And the pickle that you gave me was cheaper, it tastes better. It was a thicker pickle, and it's stuff like that, man. That means a lot. Like I said, you came in there and showed me a lot, like breaking down the menu, catering, and all that and stuff, man. So I want to say thanks.
Absolutely, man.
Thanks for that. So you said that you traveled the world and worked different places. You want to elaborate on that a little bit and say exactly what it was, where you was around the country and stuff?
Oh shoot, I started professionally cooking in Jacksonville, Florida. Spent quite a few years down in Florida. Great time. Great restaurant scene down there right now. But when I started cooking, I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I wanted to do it.
So you didn't go to no culinary school?
I went to culinary school.
Okay.
Yep. I went to culinary school, graduated out of there at the top of the class. And all through culinary school, they're just like soaking up every bit of information like a sponge, learning about chefs and restaurants all over the world and like just going all in on that life because it was addictive, right? It was fun. It's hot. There's a lot of moving pieces and parts. Chefs were seen as, rock stars back then. And that's what you wanted to be. You wanted to be there. You wanted to make amazing food for people and then, live that life. And it was fun, and then my goal from when I started was to work at the best, whatever that was, however I can get in. So I think I started working at, the Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium. Low level line person, right? $10 an hour, $9 an hour, whatever it was, and then you just work your tail off day in and day out. And that's what you do.
Yeah.
Then you move on to the next step. The next step was the Ruth's Chris Steakhouse there on the river. And, start at the bottom, no matter where. You start at the bottom and then you work your way up. And then you work your way up to, you're the lead broiler person cooking for 500 people a night in a 1,500 degree oven, right? Then you work, then I made a move to a small independent restaurant that was considered one of the best in the city at the time. And then boom, right back there at the bottom, making $10 an hour, working however many hours you were working. And then, it's work your way up. And then I became the sous chef there, and then that was a great feeling. Then you move on and then what's the next step? What's the next step? Traveling to other cities, working for free. I worked in Michelin 3-star restaurants. And, from there, what's the next step? Where am I going to go next? Where am I going to take this path next?
Right on. Man, I'm going to have you hold that thought. All right, folks, we're going to pay some bills and we will return after these messages. Y'all stay tuned.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's to empower the next generation of artists. For a limited time, 2 exclusive double-sided Post Malone posters are available at Raising Cane's. So post up your combo at Cane's while supplies last and support a good cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Tanner's Bar and Grill is the best place in Lincoln for a casual get-together, best place to watch a game, and the best for pre- and post-game. Catch college and NFL football as well as the volleyball action this season at Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. What's better than wings, cold beer, and a Husker win? Enjoy great food and drink specials every day and tons of TVs to catch all the action. Tanner's Bar and Grill, 30th and Yankee Hill.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Now that Halloween is over and you're gearing up for Christmas, it's time to head to Tailored Life in Bennett to get ready with local shopping. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of Christmas trees in all different colors. Plus, many other fall and winter holiday items and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
The bell rings and the school day starts. The future of our fiberhoods lies in their hands. That's why Allo Fiber invests in schools, students, and the next generation of leaders. If you sign up for Allo service between now and December 31st, Allo will donate $50 to the school of your choice. Joining the Allo Fiber family isn't just about crazy fast, reliable internet. It's about giving back to your local community and investing in what matters most. Switch to Allo today and we'll donate $50 to your chosen school. Visit allofiber.com/education to make a difference now.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back to Chopping It Up with Chubb the Soulful Way with your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd. Powered by Nebraska Knockerball, HealthLink, and Coalition Restoration on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Chopping It Up with Chubb the Soulful Way on 93.7 The Ticket. Texting the show at Sartor Heyman Jewelers text line at 402-464-5685 and a live video stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo Cable Channel 961. This second segment is brought to you by HealthLink. HealthLink offers one-on-one coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. Nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacements, snacks, and supplements. If you mention 93.7 the ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Kyle, when we went to break, you was talking about some of the places that you worked, and you stopped with the you was a sous chef, and you said that you really liked that. So go ahead, man. You can take over where you left
Right.
off.
So that was in Jacksonville. I became the sous chef there at a restaurant called Chubb. Spent a few years there. Amazing experience. One of the best restaurant owners I've ever met in my life.
Now, is that Chubb, CHEW or CHOO? Like, was it a
CHEW?
Okay.
Yep. But the owner of that restaurant, amazing guy. One of my mentors to this day. I can call him up whenever I want to, ask him advice on anything in life.
Right.
So from there, decided to take my career to Charleston, South Carolina. Worked for Chef Sean Brock at McCrady's. At the time, he had just been on Iron Chef, won multiple James Beard Awards, had a new restaurant. The guy was arguably the most popular chef in the world at the time. So walk in there, and that was day one, trial by fire. When you talk about being able to do that, if I had somebody come in and say, all right, I'm going to start working for you, right? I'd be like, all right, here's the recipes. Here's your prep list. Get going. If you don't make it, you're not here. Day one, that was my first day, was, here's where you're going to be cooking, right? Here's your prep list. Go. And I'm just like, what is going on here? Figure it out. There was recipes. There was things in that kitchen, Chubb, I had never seen before in my life. A wall of just, hydrocolloids, that make things into foams and powders and all this stuff. And they're like, well, you're here. You need to know that. I was like, all right.
Sink or swim.
Sink or swim, right? So what do? We swim.
Yeah.
Right. So I spent a few years there, and that was an amazing experience in an amazing city. Right. And just a wild time. But, it's that experience that gets you the confidence to move up and move on and know that you can do that day in and day out at a higher level. So eventually I ended up moving back home. That was 2012, 2013, something like that. And pretty soon after that, took over Wilderness Ridge as the executive chef.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that was, my first time having my own kitchen, my own staff, my own everything. And that was a wild time. It was fun. But it's that experience right there. It's like, all right, that's Kyle. He knows what he's doing. He can prove it.
Right.
Boom.
So when you was in South Carolina working for that major chef, what was your mind frame going into that?
Don't be the worst. Because you are. These are now who I was working with now are still to this day some of the best chefs in the world. I mean, all of them have their own kitchens now. It is incredible the talent that was in that room.
That's
from the sous chefs. Both the sous chefs that I work for, both amazing guys. Both have their own restaurants now. One in Charleston, one in Washington, D.C.
So some of your awards, you want to elaborate on those? Like, where did those come from? How did you get those? I mean, like people just coming in and checking you out, or?
Yeah, I think a lot of that came when I was at V Mertz in Omaha, ultra high end restaurant, very, very small little space up there in the old market. That's where I could really open up and do whatever I wanted to do. Didn't matter. Small menu changes every day. And it's whatever I wanted to do. from, high-end molecular gastronomy to just, a very rustic dish. And that's where I think a lot of people came to really know my name as, a high-level chef.
Now, have you ever did any of that? Like where people say, for instance, I have this big party. I'll call you and I'll hire you as a chef to come in and cook, and they do different stuff like that. Have you ever done anything like that, or
Not too much, a few times.
I don't think I'd want to do that. Like go to different people's houses and stuff and do this and do that. But I see a lot of it.
Depends on the money.
On Facebook.
Yeah, and people like that in-house experience. I'm talking to a few people at Hillcrest about doing that for for some holiday parties. But people want the chef there, right? It's still like a cool thing for people to know the chef, right? It's like, oh my gosh, the chef came and talked to my table.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's what I love. That's what gets people excited, and that's gives me a connection. Especially at Hillcrest, where we have a pretty big membership. I love getting to know those guys. Their families, their kids. I love just talking. We can talk sports, we can talk golf, we can talk food, we can talk, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's how you get that them to feel comfortable and to trust you and to know that, you're doing what's best for that membership. And I think it's so fun just to meet people and talk on a one-on-one level.
Yeah.
And then ultimately, make good food for them. That's the most satisfying part of it.
Well, that's what I love. And I'm sure you probably noticed, because there's sometimes where you've come in and you had to like wait when I was cooking or whatever, but I like to get out and, interact with the customers. I mean,
yeah,
you don't know what somebody's going through. You just go out and talk to them. And I know one day, this couple came in and they was going through a thing with a custody battle or something. And we just started talking, and I started breaking down the menu or whatever, and like explaining what different stuff was. And, I have a burger on there. It's called the 413. It's just off of my favorite verse in the Bible, Philippians 4:13. And they started asking, was I a believer? And then it got into, will you pray for me and stuff? They call all the time. But I like to get out and dance. I'm singing and stuff, and I just interact with them, and people love that. And they come in and say, oh, this is my first time here, but I seen you on my buddy Joel's Facebook or whatever. He said, check this guy out and stuff, and you was dancing and stuff, so we had to come in and check you out and stuff. So I love that, man. And it's all about the customer and connecting with them.
It's the guest experience that brings them back. Number one, the atmosphere, the personal touches, and the product. That's the experience.
Yeah. And and my thing is, you never know who you're talking to. When we was at break, I was telling you about that food critic that came in.
Right.
I didn't know him from Hole in the Wall. And he was just a regular old guy or whatever. And I chatted with him for a minute, took off, came back. He was waiting for me. And that, like that launched me up a couple of notches. By him wanting to interview me and stuff. So, that got my name out there even more. So
feels good though.
Heck yeah, it does.
But you didn't know him
at all. But now I do. So
but now you do.
Forgot his name, though.
That's what, going back to that culture piece, that's you, right? That's you. People want to be around you.
Yeah.
People want to know you. That's culture, right? That's what people want to be around. That's what brings them back. Give them good product, give them that personal Chubb experience, right?
Yeah.
And I try to do the same thing where it's, it's not like putting on a different face. That's me. I want to talk to you. I want to be, your friend.
Yeah.
I want to do right by everybody.
Yeah, and myself, I know when I go into a restaurant, I like when the chef comes out. And personally talks, or it's not long because they're busy, but they come out and chat, how's everything, let me know if I can do anything different or whatever, and then I get to talking and BSing with them. and letting them know what I do, and then next thing I know, I see them come in my restaurant and stuff. So like
There you
just
go.
making friends, man, and you just never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah, it's a tight knit community,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of going through the same thing in their own way, but it's whether it's this chef down the street from us right now, somebody in Omaha, we have similar stories
Mhm.
about what's going on right now. And then I think it's important for us to, be there for each other as much as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, the country club that you work for, is it just one, or do you guys have a few of
No,
them?
it's a private club.
Oh, okay.
One spot.
And where's that located?
Out on basically like 94th and 9401 East O Street. So not too far from your restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much up the street.
All right. Okay, I think I know where that is.
Beautiful spot.
Yeah, never
Gorgeous.
been in there. Drove by stuff, but I didn't know it was that close. Some I kept thinking out west. I don't know where I'm tripping,
Right.
like Pioneer somewhere out in
Right.
that area. So, got anything coming up, like any collabs or anything, or any outside things you're
We
dealing with?
we got a cool event coming up next Friday. And you should come out and check it out.
Where I'll try. I'll do my best.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Now, where's that going to be at the?
It'll be at the club.
Okay.
It's called a sip and shop. So we're gonna have vendors from from food vendors to just craft vendors, golf vendors, and we have 30 plus vendors in there, kind of like showing off their products.
Hey.
We're gonna have bars open. We're gonna be open to the public for this event. Public can come in, grab a drink, shop around, and then eat in the restaurant if you want.
Make sure you give me some information, man, so I can share that.
I'll shoot it to you. But that's going to
Facebook
be
page.
on Friday, November 22nd, from 5:30 to 8:30.
Okay.
So it'll be fun because we have Nebraska plays Creighton that night also. So we're going to have the game on all the TVs everywhere.
The 22nd. So
the 22nd.
I probably will be able to make it. What time is it?
5:30 to 8:30.
I'll probably be able to
Heck
make
yeah.
it, man. So I'll come through. Now, are you working that day, or?
I'll be working.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be slinging food. So it'll be fun. I think get people a chance to come in, check the club out, and find some cool products from some amazing vendors. So
now, if I go, am I able to come back, check out the kitchen?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get back here and show you
Oh,
how
yeah.
to cook.
Okay. I need a little tune up.
Man, I'll definitely try to make it, man. Make sure you send me some information so
Yeah,
I'm reminded of
for
that.
sure.
And I'll tell a couple of my buddies, and we'll go out there and have a couple drinks and see what they have to offer.
Heck yeah. I'd love to have you out there.
So now can you touch on the what is it, the dandelion or any what is that?
Dandelion. So that is a really good friend of mine, Nick, up in Omaha. So he's got a pop-up spot downtown Omaha, 13th and Howard Street. And it's like a seedling place for people that may have a great idea but don't necessarily have the means to get off the ground. You can go in there, use this spot, get your product out to as many people as you can sell it to in a day. The marketing behind it is really good. What I do with Nick up there, and we started this last year, is we do free Fridays. So we said, like, hey, we're just gonna buy our own product. We're gonna make it. We're gonna just give it out to whoever, right? And in the need. I mean, there's a lot of needy homeless people up there, centralized around that, and that was so well received. We're not doing anything mind blowing, but we're giving people a good hot
that's
meal.
a good thing, man.
We're giving people a good hot meal in a safe environment, and it came out of our own pockets, and just the reaction when you feed somebody that maybe hadn't eaten that day, or you hear some other stories, but that gratitude, you want to move that forward, right? And you want to move that positivity, right? And, we've done that a few times, and, we get a lot of donations back just to cover our costs on, buying our own food, which is keeps us going, keeps us able to do it over and over and over. And,
Right on.
it's just such an amazing feeling just to give back.
That is, man. Well, we're going to take a break real quick, and we want you guys to stay tuned, and we'll be back after we pay these bills.
You have a big investment in your farming operation. Let Landmark Implement help you get the most out of your equipment by investing in pre-season service inspections. Let our John Deere trained and certified technicians provide you with a complete list of repairs that will help your equipment perform better and deliver maximum performance. At Landmark, buy 3 equipment service inspections and get the 4th free. Contact your local Landmark service manager for details and experience the Landmark difference.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Beecham from Brand Lincoln Podcast and Perch Merch, your go-to in Lincoln for printing and promotional needs. Speaking of that, we are running a huge hoodie sale now through November 30th to save you big money on great brands. 20% off everything from Nike and Bella Canvas pullovers to Gildan and Port & Company sweatshirts and district fleeces. Get yours for your group or organization today by calling us at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Nebraska's public schools are key in developing the workforce and fostering community development. They prepare students for successful careers in every Nebraska industry and to serve as our future community and business leaders. Our public schools educate 90% of students in Nebraska. They connect students with the businesses and civic organizations that make our communities thrive. Strong public schools create strong communities.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Before you start blowing and raking leaves this season, make sure you know where they go. Yard waste is not garbage, especially in Lincoln, where it's converted into earth fuel compost. All grass clippings and leaves must be separated from household trash from April 1st until November 30th each year. It's the law. Yard waste belongs in a paper lawn bag, or you may request a bin from your trash hauler who will pick it up for a small fee. Remember, no trash or branches are allowed in yard waste. Get the details at lincoln.ne.gov/recycle.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The bell rings and the school day starts. The future of our fiberhoods lies in their hands. That's why Allo Fiber invests in schools, students, and the next generation of leaders. If you sign up for Allo service between now and December 31st, Allo will donate $50 to the school of your choice. Joining the Allo Fiber family isn't just about crazy fast, reliable internet. It's about giving back to your local community and investing in what matters most. Switch to Allo today and we'll donate $50 to your chosen school. Visit allofiber.com/education to make a difference now.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Back to chopping it up with Chubb the soulful way, with your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd, powered by Nebraska Knockerball, HealthLink, and Coalition Restoration on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Chopping It Up with Chubb the Soulful Way on 93.7 The Ticket. Text in the show at Sartor Heyman Jewelers text line at 402-464-5685 and the live video stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo Cable Channel 961. This final segment is presented by Coalition Restoration in Lincoln. Coalition Restoration works with hail damage, commercial, and residential roofing, in addition to those pesky insurance companies. Give them a call today for a free assessment at 402-416-8186 or visit them online at coalitionrestoration.com. Hey, Ben, do we have any comments or questions we need to ask on our Facebook?
We do have a comment on the text line. Craig texted on the text line, said, loving the show this morning. Never heard it before. Not sure when you worked at Wilderness Ridge, but it was the best steak I've ever had from there about 15 years ago. So tender, I didn't even need a steak knife. Probably could have eaten it with a spoon.
Hey, when was you there? Was that you?
That might have been me. That was.
I
probably cooked that steak for him. Thanks, Craig.
Thanks,
Good
Craig.
shout out.
Thanks, Craig. But speaking of steak, what's going on with you guys? Sell bomb steaks at your place?
We do. I got something coming on the menu tonight that's pretty dang special. I showed you a picture of it, but it's we're doing a 30-day dry aged winter frost Wagyu New York strip. It's
dry aged winter frost.
Yep. So the winter frost is the brand of it.
Okay.
So it's a brand new product out of Greater Omaha that's pretty special. I've been really liking it.
You know, hearing a lot of Wagyu. Is it called Wagyu or Wagyu? Wagyu.
Yep.
I never had one. So
I know a guy.
I need to get one.
I know a guy.
I'm gonna have to put me in contact because I really want to try. As a matter of fact, I want to eat that phone. That picture right there alone looks good. But yeah, man, I'll take that thing medium. I bet you it's bomb as heck.
It's good. Yeah, we've been we tried it out on a couple of our members and pretty warm reception back from it. So
make your tongue slap your brains out, huh?
That's it. That's what we're going for, right? Though.
Yep.
That's the goal.
So now you have a son, correct?
I do.
How old?
He's 9.
Does he show any interest in cooking, or do you show him?
Yeah, he likes to be around it. You know, I'm fortunate. He's such a great little guy, and he eats everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he'll try everything. He's just really open-minded about it. And, you know, I see him peeking around, seeing what I'm doing if we're cooking dinner, but Yeah, he's interested in it. I don't think I'll let him go into that life though.
It's a trip watching kids and their taste buds. It seems like all my grandkids have expensive taste buds, even as little 2-year-olds. Like they loved crab legs. And
Yeah.
we just had sushi. My grandpa, or when are we going on a sushi date? And she loves sushi and she loves crab legs. And she's only 7 years old. And you'd think they'd be like, ugh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
That's not normal.
There's some foods she
love
don't
it.
like. And then there's other foods that she does like that you think she wouldn't.
Yeah.
So that's crazy, man.
My little guy loves sushi, man. He just eat that all day.
Yeah. Now the raw fish or like
yeah, for sure.
That's
Like
crazy.
some of the best. Like we go sushi places around here all the time. And man, that's his go-to. That's if he gets like a great report card and say, hey, where do you want to go? Sushi.
9 years old. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I know, like I said, my granddaughter, she likes sushi, but it has to be just a California roll.
Yeah.
But that's not really, you know what I mean?
Still pretty good though.
But I mean, she'll try it. Sometimes she says she does like it, and sometimes she'll spit it out and stuff. But that's what's up. But man, you have any shout outs or anything you want to give out to anybody?
Shoot. Not really. Kind of put me on the spot there. I wasn't ready for it, but it's been a fun time, and I think I've understood that I got a pretty good voice for the radio.
Yeah, man, maybe we'll have you come in here and be a guest host.
Oh yeah.
Chopping it up with Kyle the sofa way. You dig? But yeah, man. So you're out on 94th. You said 94th? No.
94th? No, Hillcrest Country Club.
Hillcrest Country Club.
That's right.
We're gonna have to get out there. You guys remember on the 22nd, they're having that sip and shop from 5 to 8:30 or 5:30 to 8.
5:30 to 8:30. That's right.
5:30 to 8:30. So that gives you 3 hours to go out there and get some food. And hopefully Kyle's got some Wagyu steaks, because I know that's what I'm after. So I'm gonna come visit you real quick. Now you guys open 7 days a week?
6 days a week.
6 days a week.
Yeah, the club is closed on Mondays.
On Mondays.
The clubhouse is closed. The golf course is still open, weather dependent.
Okay. But the restaurant part is 6 days.
6 days.
Now, is it dinner only? You guys serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
We do breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
6 days a week.
Now, what's the menu like for like breakfast and lunch?
It's nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do the same. We have a separate breakfast menu, but it's good, solid food. We need to really get more people in to eat the breakfast because it is good.
Mm-hmm.
It is probably one of the better breakfast menus in town.
Well, that's why I asked, because some people might be like, well, because it's breakfast, we'll just have bagels, like pastries and stuff like that.
We do the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Then we have a pretty big lunch menu. We got 8 or 9 sandwiches, 9 burgers, some healthy options. We do like a power rice bowl. We do a tuna, like a raw tuna bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Man, those things have been so popular. We do the same menu for dinner, and then we also do those bi-weekly features.
So is that kind of like a pokey?
Yeah,
poke bowl?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Healthy options.
I love those. Now, where do you guys get since it's raw, do you do anything with that fish, or you buy it pre?
No, we buy the fish and then we marinate it.
Okay.
So we're not just giving out the raw fish. I mean, it's quality grade enough to be able to do that, but we like to put a little extra flavor on it.
Okay. Now with that, do you need salt and stuff on raw fish like that before you serve it? Like when you go into the sushi places, do they do anything with that fish?
Depends.
Because
on
it is
the
raw
fish itself.
Okay.
But like a tuna doesn't have any doesn't have the molecular structure to have too much bacteria in it, as versus other fish.
Because somebody told me that they cover that fish up in salt,
and
then take it off some sort of way.
And
I never knew what the salt was, but that's what I heard. And then somebody told me something about vinegar or whatever. But you'd think that vinegar on raw fish,
just flavor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that would do something.
That's just for flavor. Because we do a little light, like ponzu sauce. So really, really light sauce. But there's a vinegar component to that as well. A rice vinegar.
I'm gonna come in there and check it out. Ben, do you have any questions you have for Kyle?
No, you guys really hit everything home. You guys had a good show today.
Now you like steak, correct? Do you eat steak?
I'll eat steak. Sometimes it's too expensive for me, but
well, I know a guy that knows a guy.
I know a guy too.
So
we got like a minute left if you want to start wrapping up.
All right. Well, you guys make sure that you get out and you visit Kyle. He's at the Hillcrest Country Club. They're open 6 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Maybe you can go in there and do you have to be a member to play around the golf? Or can you buy like a 1 day?
Yeah, we do the 1 day memberships. But yeah, the club is fully private.
Okay. Well, you guys make sure that you get out there and
Sip and shop.
See that guy. Make sure you come to the Sip and Shop. Kyle, I want to thank you for being a guest, man. You're a good friend. You're a good guy, man. And sky's the limit, bro. And I wish you all the best.
I appreciate that.
We need to get together one day and do a collaboration, brother. I'd love to.
Yeah, I'd love to have you out.
Cook with you.
Do a big party out there for me.
Heck yeah.
Let's do it.
But make sure you guys come by Soulful Casino, 6105 Havelock. And remember, here at Soulful Casino, food's so good, everybody feels the soul. You dig?
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.